Your life vision is your key driver and fuel in life, or you can say it the other way around. It's your fuel and key driver in life. And I think that sounds much better than the way I rephrased it. Okay, so thanks for joining me on another day of the 21-day mindset challenge. And today is day 4. Okay, so we've covered goals, uh, not goals yet, but we've covered things such as overcoming self limiting beliefs and self sabotage, considering gratitude as well. And now we're moving into your vision and why it's essential to believe in it, to buy into it before anybody else does, as it was intended for you and only you. That's the reason why we can't see your vision. Okay, so thanks for joining me. My name is Chiko Matenda. I am a creative entrepreneur and I started off this 21-day challenge, mindset challenge, as a way to also persevere through the winter months and to be consistent in showing up and creating blogs on a daily basis, including content creation. So, what goals are you working towards that you're looking to actualize? And it's about also being realistic with the goals that you're wanting to achieve, being compassionate with yourself. So let's hop on to the definition of what life vision is. So I am recording simultaneously on Instagram as well as on YouTube. So if I'm looking down, that's the reason why, and I'll also be looking at my notes, so do bear with me here. So, according to Forbes, a life vision is a bigger picture that consists of many components that make up what you want to be able to achieve. And it's also what your daily life looks like as well. And it covers aspects such as spiritual connection, family and friends, health and wellness, your overall well being in terms of emotional and personal growth, physical as well. And then expanding on into love and relationships, career, finance, and business. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about goals and how to create them, plan for them, and it links to your vision. Most people, when they're starting their business, whichever form, entrepreneurship or small business or a grand business idea, they skip over this in terms of looking seriously at what their life vision is. Your life vision is what you see, you visualize for your future, and it also links into your business in terms of your core values, your beliefs, and this is what ultimately people will buy into. Okay, so people buy into you, what you believe, before they buy into anything else, such as your products and services. And I've mentioned this before if you've seen it in my other videos. I will recommend reading Simon Sinek. Okay, Simon Sinek's book on Reason Why, or Start With Your Why. And you can also find videos on YouTube, which will explain a little bit more about how to map out your reason, or how to even determine your purpose, your vision, and how to get started with that. Okay, so some of the excerpts I'm also taking from my life vision planning course as well. There's also free resources out there where you can access information about why it is essential to start with your reason why. Okay, so when I first hopped on, I started with your life vision is your fuel and key driver in life. And for anybody that's joining, hello and thanks for joining. We're focusing on day 4 of the Mindset Challenge, and I'm recording simultaneously on YouTube and Instagram. So if I'm looking down, that's the reason why. Okay, so the reason why you may disregard your vision is linking in into day 1, day 3, day 1 to 3 of what we talked about: self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotage. Okay, so how that shows up is you visualize something that you want to be able to achieve. You see who you could be in the future, you're a confident person, or you're traveling to all sorts of places, or living in an ideal location,
or it could be moving on beyond your job or starting a new career. But all these things in your vision might seem intimidating. It might seem too grand of an idea and absurd and realistic. Then doubt starts to creep in, okay, because of self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so I believe truly your vision is there for a reason and for a purpose. Okay, that is what is your intended purpose and what enables you to also fulfill the goals that you want to be able to achieve in life. So you will find that the more you veer away from your life vision, the likelihood is that you will be going on a path which doesn't sit comfortably with you. It's not intuitive, and you're fighting against a force, which then leaves you feeling unfulfilled rather than following through the path. It is scary. Okay, it is scary. And I'm repeating myself. I don't even know why I'm repeating myself, but just to elaborate that it can be scary to follow through with your life vision. I'll give you an example. Before I hopped on here, I don't know how many excuses I made in my mind about I need to do something extra before I hop on this live. Then I started to feel nervous. And I was thinking, where are these nerves coming from? So 4 years ago, I would have not come on this live session. I would have followed the feelings of nerves, the feelings of fear, and doubted myself and my capability. Then something in my mind made me aware of what I was doing intentionally to veer away from showing up. Okay, so from showing up, the reason why I'm showing up is because I'm doing this for a purpose. Okay, I'm doing it for a reason that is aligned with my life vision, my purpose in life, things that I enjoy, things that I'm passionate about. So I'm just giving you an example. Okay, so although it's fear, it's driven with fear, anxiety ridden, you will find that the more you do things that you challenge yourself like mentally to go through it, when you come out to the other side, there's something that happens. Okay, but most people don't go beyond that. There's something that happens that's exciting. It's like adrenaline going on a roller coaster ride. Okay, you only know what the feeling is going to be when you've gone through the whole journey. Okay, I haven't been on a roller coaster ride in many, many years. Okay, so it would probably be driven with like fear, anxiety. But the thing is, when you're going on that ride, you don't know what your destination will be. It might not be very clear. It may be uncertain. Your gut may feel like, oh my goodness, there's no way I can do this. Keep driving forward. Keep driving forward, little steps at a time. Okay, so I'm going to move on into how do you go about it? How do you go about actualizing your life vision and your purpose? Okay, so I've intentionally put this behind me here. Okay, this is just an idea, just to give you what we've been talking about in terms of affirmations. And then we've also talked about gratitude and things like overcoming self-limiting beliefs. And this is something that I created 4 years ago as a result of joining a mindset challenge, because I wanted to move beyond what was this? Oh, an employee mindset. Okay, so I wanted to move beyond an employee mindset into an entrepreneurship mindset, because I knew that's eventually where I wanted to go. All right, so this one at the bottom is like a 5-year plan, and I'm coming to the end, 2020, already there. So I'm going to create another one, and it's going to be a 5-year plan. The reason why I'm highlighting that is that some goals, some visions do not become a reality immediately. So it's about being patient with yourself, being compassionate, and also giving yourself time to set realistic goals, as I mentioned before. The thing is, if you don't start, when will you ever start? Okay, so one of the things that I have found, like through this journey, what irritates me more is when my mind is constantly thinking, oh, you haven't done this, you should be doing this. That's what drives me a little bit crazy. So what I do to silence that noise inside me is do something about it. So when you see those post-it notes where positive affirmations about what I saw in my vision, the person who I was and I wanted to become. So I was implementing the vision as though I was living it. Okay, in terms of like confidence, I wanted to overcome like this nervous wreck of like being on video. I wanted to overcome anxieties of like speaking in front like of an audience, even though it didn't completely go away, as I mentioned in my previous video. But it's just those small steps that made me buy into my vision and to who I wanted to become as a person as well. So I hope this is all resonating, and thanks for joining on Instagram and on YouTube as well. And if you've got any specific questions and if anything resonates with you as well, do feel free to leave comments below, and I will be, what I tend to do is I write a blog post as well for detailed information. So I'll drop the links below as well via YouTube. Doesn't allow me on Instagram. Okay. So how do you go about it? First of all is number one, you acknowledge who you are as a person. You acknowledge your vision. So when I say acknowledge who you are, it's who you visualize being, where you see yourself in your vision, excuse me, and where you want to go as well. Okay, no matter how grand it may be, you still acknowledge it. Okay, then you start to work on planning. Believe that you have got what it takes. No matter how long it takes, believe in it. Because what you're doing is, when you're embracing your life vision, you're basically acknowledging that you are entitled. It is about you. It is your life vision. You're meant to be here for a purpose, for a reason why, and to live a fulfilled life. Okay, fulfilled life, it's not always about this grandeur of making like many millions or whatever it is. It is more about the fulfillment that starts from within, happiness. Then if you want all the millions and you're still happy, that's fabulous. But beyond the being happy, it's about what else can you do in terms of contributing to greater purposes in life, contribute to giving back. Then that also will drive you forward to propel you to achieve more through your life vision and your purpose as well. Then writing things down, as I've mentioned behind here, makes a difference, because when you think about things, it's easily to talk yourself out of things. When you write them and you see them, you're confronted by them every day. Even if you close your journal and you don't look at it, the thing is you've written it down. Okay, so I'll give you an example. This is not necessarily like writing something down, but when I was younger, and I didn't connect the dots until until today. And other times, yeah, I have like it's dawned on me. But we used to do when I was younger, my mom used to take us to open houses. We'd go and visit these homes with different sizes, ideal, and this was in the US. So we would go. We couldn't afford it, and then we would go back. What I learned from that eventually is that seeing is believing, and making something more tangible, feeling it, and then also hanging on to something about like optimism, that there's a future that you can plan for. It might not necessarily be the same house, but it's more about having this thing that is your vision. Okay, that is your vision that you can actualize day by day and taking it step by step. So writing things down, and also writing everything that you see around, like your environment, the location where you want to be able to be living or to be able to fly to eventually, when we can be able to travel. And also looking at ways where, when I said be compassionate and caring for yourself, it's about being realistic. So if you can't fly off somewhere, or if you can't get like that super mansion that you want to get, what can you do before that? Like 20 or 100 steps before that? Can you start to do research about the places where you want to go, the places where you want to live, or the connections you want to make? So this is your life vision. Okay, and then start to do a little bit of research, look at the costs of how much it's going to cost you overall. So at least you have a figure in mind. Even if you don't have it, it's about having something visual that is tangible, even if it's not within the given time. Okay, so at least it gives you again the future. A vision board cutting out from like magazines is more realistic, especially if you don't have like the financial means to do that. Then at least you're seeing something like in front of you. I also have like another board in addition to this, and the other board is pictures, that I've cut out from magazine, and it's pictures of family, and they're symbolic. They mean something to me. So those are my key drivers that I look at, and I will see this as a reminder as well, the person that I'm working towards to now, living through it, and then continuing to embrace it as well. Um, a life vision becomes more fulfilling when you embrace it fully without expecting other people to join you on the ride. Okay, so that's where I'm going to like be ending it off. Okay, what I mean by this is that, like, being on social media platforms right now, there's this feeling about gaining instantaneous results or wanting people to immediately buy into who you are. Your life vision is yours, and the people who are intended to buy into your life vision will ultimately buy into your vision because they will see it through you. They will see you living it, breathing it, and then also exuding it externally, okay, through the things that you're passionate about. And people will automatically follow you based on your core values, your life purpose, and the reason why you do the way you do things the way you do. Okay, so I hope this live session has helped. We'll be going on into day 5 of the 21-day mindset challenge, and that will be tomorrow. Then I'll be coming back again on live next week on Monday. Okay, and for people on YouTube, also on Instagram, should you wish to be kept up to date, do turn on your notification buttons or follow, and then subscribe on YouTube as well. Then you'll be notified of when I am coming on live. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time. Bye for me for now.